Oy veo. Hello there. God, I'm so cold. Okay, I'm on late. Um, I had my issues trying to get in and get on, and I will admit that even though I have been in Ohio for a long, long time, I have always wanted to move. It's freaking cold. And this is normal, of course. This is completely normal. But I don't like it. But you gotta let the seasons be seasons. However, I'm not entirely sure that that's exactly what's going on here. Um, we'll see. We'll see. I am the ocean of the ocean's deep woo, and here we do the deepest of woo. We're getting ready to have, let's see, a day come and go, maybe. Maybe it'll just come and go. But a day that's been most, I guess, kind of extensively talked about. But for some reason, YouTube algorithms don't let me even drop it into a chat. And it's about visitors showing up for leftover turkey, I guess, from elsewhere than the planet. I don't know why they're doing this, but everybody's talking about it. Why they're not going to let me talk about it? Hardly, but in couch terms, you know, I guess. Um, so I thought it would be interesting to have a little discussion about what the heck's going on here. Hello, how you doing? Um, what the heck is going on here? Well, it has something to do with um, Cliff High. And if you don't know who Cliff High is, he's a guy that's been in the paranormal scene for a long time. He created an algorithm to help him figure out about future events. It's supposed to be kind of like a predicting machine, okay? Based on sucking up all the information it can, seeing what's talked about by people, and then spitting out there are, I guess, some patterns to what people say and what people do, and the events that happen in our lives. So, based on this algorithm, it spit out a very strange prediction that if that right after so many days after, I think it's 36 days after Joe Rogan would interview Trump, if that happened, then we would have this false ET event or this ET event of some kind. Um, which is now the third or fourth. So, now everybody's going, oh, are we going to have an invasion? The third or fourth. It's like, I don't really think so. But um, it's kind of weird. Oh, huh? Oh, hi. How you doing? Uh, some of you kind of interesting folks. What a coincidence. Yeah, I sure heard about Diddy. Who hasn't heard about Diddy? Thank you, Zach. Anyway, yeah, really really weird that that this had just spit this out kind of randomly, that Joe Rogan interviews Trump and then we have aliens show up. Because back then, Joe Rogan was really not a big name. It was like '09. And Joe Rogan wasn't that big yet. And Trump was still on The Apprentice. And so, it seemed kind of far-fetched, actually, than anything, that first of all, that it's possible, but it never happened back then that he interviewed Trump. People just kind of, I guess, forgot about it. But now it's coming back up because now Rogan has interviewed Trump. So now, people are going around going, oh my gosh, it's that. And this just happens to be a few days before my birthday. So I'm taking notice and I'm going, oh, great, another event to usurp my birthday. It's like, because of course, if there's an invasion, we're not going to be able to celebrate my birthday. So, so basically, I'm like, holy cow. Here's another thing. Like, it isn't enough to have your whole birth month usurped by a old man with a massive sack, right? I mean, everything's about. Does that sound wrong? It does sound kind of wrong, doesn't it? But yeah, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, is that you, Santa Claus? And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, another thing happening during December. What the heck? Boy, that would sure be trumping. Would that actually be trumping the other December event? If that happened, would it delay it? Celebrating it or what? But I'm just sitting here going, honestly, if there's an event like that, what would we really do? Actually, some people are, they are always talking about the mass panic and so on and so forth. I think by now, I don't think we'd really panic that much. I don't think we'd really actually be as bad off as they think. I mean, this is not really news, okay? That to most of us, something's going on, okay, with this ET thing. There's stuff in our sky. Many people are seeing it. They've got different theories about it. They say all kinds of events have happened to them. I'm not going to say that it didn't, because I've had very strange events happen to me. I've seen them around sunset. I tell you, you can see things hiding behind the clouds right around sunset. The way that the light is coming in bends the light and shines through the clouds, and you can see that there's something hiding behind the clouds, triangular shape or diamond shaped, or the other thing is these very sharply edged clouds, which I guess are plasma. Now, the plasma clouds are thicker and shinier and reflect more light than regular clouds. That's how you can tell a plasma cloud. But yeah, so there have been these things for years and years. Sometimes they don't bother to hide. I mean, we've had them around here. I remember standing outside with some people and, just we're looking at these, trying to get a picture, and we couldn't get a picture. Every time we'd aim at these things, they were just these like rods hanging in the sky. They just look like canisters, great big ones, huge ones, with wires sticking out the top. And it wasn't Elon's project. And there was, first we noticed 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then there was like a dozen, and there were more, all scattered around, and we're like, what the hell? But we couldn't get a picture. It just would like fuzz out and look like maybe a star or something, like a very dim star. Or maybe you wouldn't be able to see him at all. I tried to take a picture of him, and it's like, what the heck, you know? Um, but yeah, everybody's like, what is that? They're metallic. So if you got a sky that's been sprayed, and it's all kind of silvery, it's going to be very hard to see this stuff. But it just happened that here in cloudy old Ohio, we had a few moments there of a clear sky, and it was very obviously visible. And we're like, what the F is that? Just a dozen of them hanging over our heads. But we couldn't get a picture. So, without a picture, that's it. Nobody's going to believe you anyway. So I came on the show and said it happened, but of course with no proof. There's not, without even a picture. But in fairness, even if you have a picture of that kind of thing, people still aren't going to believe you anyway. So, it's not a matter of, let me see if I can get this thing fired up here. Hey, you want to fire one up? Oh. No, I'm talking about my tablet so I can see what you're saying, because I can't really on this screen see what the heck you were saying very well. Okay, some of this I don't understand. Okay. Oh, somebody thinks I'm beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Well, this is not really a show about that, but thank you for saying so. So you might have I came in here with no makeup or anything. I am not feeling too good today because it's really freezing here. Hey, Psyche, how you doing? Big pimp? Sorry, honey, I got boobs. I'm a girl. I'm not sorry I'm a girl, though. Thank you. Psyche, how you doing, girlfriend? So anyway, I just came in. I tried earlier to come in, but I couldn't come in. So apparently there are some words I cannot say on YouTube, that I cannot type on YouTube. And part of it, for some reason, is about this possibly false ET event. And I say possibly false because we've been hearing about a false ET event from certain circles for, I don't know, years. Come on, it's no secret that that's one of the things that's been knocked around as and of course, things being so bizarre right now. I mean, it's kind of tense because, of course, the our president has very kindly put us in the way of a possible hot war. And that's another thing you're not really supposed to. I have to be careful when I'm mentioning. Hi, traveling gypsy Taro. How you doing, honey? Psyche, it's good to see you. But anyway, oh well, thank you very much, Psyche. And so I'm here. Let's have a little discussion about it. I am a little under the weather right now. The cold is getting to me. Somehow the cold seems colder than usual to me. I'm really feeling it. So I almost didn't come on because uh, it was getting quite late and I was having to wrestle with my equipment and trying to actually make a stream um, that would, you know, make the stream happen. But then I realized that a lot of people are night owls, and it probably doesn't really matter when I come on. Somebody will probably see it and come in. And so it is. So there you are. And hi there. And so if this is the kind of thing you are, I'm Ocean of Ocean's Deep Woo. Deep Woo is basically referring to all of those weird things that happens to the paranormal, psychic, and spiritual and ETs and ghosts and Bigfoot and whatever else, what have you. We talk about that kind of stuff in spirituality. I'm a shamanic practitioner. I'm also clairvoyant. Um, and, I'm a reader. Uh, so I do a lot of things. Um, and I've been in the paranormal metaphysical type circles for most of my life. And this whole channel is pretty much devoted to talking about that kind of stuff. If this is not your area of interest, this may not be your channel. But if you want to join in the discussion, please feel free, and you're welcome to just be nice to each other. This is a very nice channel with nice people, and we don't diss each other, okay? Or we're gone, or you're gone. I'm sorry. Be respectful and nice to each other. Then you're welcome, okay? If you want to discuss, if you don't want to discuss, if you think it's complete rubbish, that's okay too. I don't care. It doesn't really faze me. This is my life. um, my life, my whole life is, I call it deep woo because we do the deepest of woos. I mean, really deep stuff we talk about sometimes. I can't help it. I go into it naturally. My whole life is woo. It's weird. My life has always had these really weird events in it. I couldn't always talk about them, but doggone it, here I have a channel, and by golly, I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to find other people who want to talk about it too, because I don't like to be lonely. So that's what's going on here. So if that's your cup of tea, hang around. If it's not, that's okay too. And let me see if I can see. Ah, I do. I like dragons. You have lots of gifts trying to figure them all out, and I'm guessing that's not just. I'm guessing you're not talking about gifts that you have to wrap. I haven't written that yet. The gift wrap. Maybe I shall, but it's like there's a song that needs to be written. The gift wrap, but. So you're trying to figure out your gifts. Is that what I'm seeing? Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Now wait a minute. There's something I promised if I could get my tablet working. So type something, Psyche. I'll wait a moment. Good, your spiritual gifts. Good, because that's the kind of stuff we discuss here. What you're getting your mom is, well, we'll discuss that too. But really, we're here to discuss, or your spouse. We'll talk about it. But really, we're more here to discuss your spiritual gifts and how to develop them. That is one thing I am trying to get people ready for is we are coming into an age where it's going to be really, really more open that people have gifts, have these gifts. They're not really supernatural, they're actually natural, and they're coming back around again. Okay? We had them. I mean, this was something that people could do. People could do a lot more in the old days than we can do now with their minds. Um, and we've been kind of stunted. One day we'll have a discussion about how this happened. But just suffice it to say that we have been toxified for so long that our pineal gland has been under attack. And if it wasn't, we would have what looks like superpowers. Okay. Speaking of which, I'll do a little anointing right up there. Ah, that feels good. Okay. This is comfrey cream. It's 100% comfrey. There's nothing else in it. And it's been tested for toxins because you will read that comfrey is maybe dangerous because of toxins. This stuff has been tested. There is no toxins in it. Okay. So I got a hold of this stuff a while back. It's one of the strongest things for pain and healing as far as a salve or ointment goes. So really, if you've got it got me through a torn rotator cuff. So that's what I'm using here. And I've been having I'm hearing that this is going to be normal. If you're having, and in my, if you're having weird symptoms that you can't attribute to anything else, and you're not really sick, you might be having what they call ascension symptoms. We have a lot of energies coming in right now from from beyond Earth. You know, I mean, Earth isn't in a void. It isn't really in a void. There's a lot going on out there, and if you don't believe in energy, what the hell are you doing here? But but yeah, there's obviously energy coming in here from space, or you wouldn't see any light from coming out from out there. You wouldn't see the sunlight, right? I mean, that is energy coming from space to us, to Earth. So don't tell me about that. But you know, there's a lot of energies that we can't see. We have a very narrow band that we perceive things within, and it's not currently normal yet, again, for people to be able to perceive this consciously, but we do perceive it unconsciously, and our bodies sure do pick it up. Okay? There are parts of our psyche too that pick it up, and if you're not prepared for it, you may end up wondering if you've come up with a new illness when actually, now, you know, you got to get checked out by a doctor, of course, but if you come up with something and there doesn't seem to be a reason for it, you might want to consider that you might be having symptoms due to all of the energies we're being flooded with because of the part of the universe that we're in right now. We just happen to be, we have been in the photon belt of this galaxy, which is, I mean, if you know something about our own asteroid belt, the Kuiper belt, you know that, you know, you can go through these sections where things are a little crowded. I mean, this is out past Mars. you've got an asteroid belt. Well, there are things like that in our galaxy too. And as we move around the galaxy, we go in and out of these territories where these different features are. And we have moved into a, a photon belt, which is like it sounds. It's an area of increased light. It's very energetic. We're getting uh, cosmic energies from that. We're getting our sun is beginning to react and has been reacting, and we've been getting, flares. We've been getting EMFs, big ones. We've been getting you know, all kinds of. Okay, so those of you, I'm not going to go over again um, all of the stuff that's happening cosmically, because some of you already know all of this. Okay, so I'm not going to go. Um, I'm not going to go all out. Psyche, where are you, Psyche? Oh, hi, Woo. Not going to go all out explaining this because most of you already know this, okay? But so we're supposedly going through a time when um, things are accelerated and energies are accelerated. So, you know, if you're having stuff happen, if you're having, I like my bangs down. I don't like my forehead. Uh, Kind of annoys me a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I don't like the way the light shines on it. Just I don't like it. Um, let's see what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Hi, Skyfalls. How you doing? Okay, Psyche awakens. Yes. Well, I promised. You've been here long enough and you've behaved yourself, so yeah. Okay. Hi. Oh, thank you, traveling gypsy, Taro. Um, yeah, Cliff, oh, thank you, Woo Riders, by the way. If somebody's being a problem out there, you are now knighted to go do something. Um, so, photons, yeah. See, that's just it. Um, oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather too. And I had the kind of feeling, the weird feeling in the chest. I got over it though really quickly. Um, and there have been other people around here that have had the chest tickles type thing, and but mine never turned into a full blown anything. However, I do seem to be having some problems with. Um, I am having some problems with being very cold, not really quite being able to warm up well. So, yeah. Let's ask for some healing. While we're at it, if anybody's feeling under the weather, I am also feeling a little under the weather. You're going to see more of that sort of thing. You're going to see more stuff. I mean, I've been telling people. Okay, now what this? Okay, what are you saying, Lewis? Oh, you had a nightmare that you had to exorcise a woman, and it took a team of strangers to help the possessed woman. That is quite a dream. Um, I'm getting ready for my birthday, or trying to get ready for my birthday. I'm not sure I'm ever really ready for my birthday. In about a week on the 9th. So I'm not sure I'm really ready. Try elderberry. No, I don't mean our elderberry. I mean elderberry jam or something. I've had a cough that's comes and goes. It's a tickle. And I had a little bit of wheezing, but it didn't last. So I think I'm shedding it pretty quickly, but yeah, there is something I think there's something kind of going around, or it could be that something is falling from the sky on us again. Something else is falling from the sky on us. Maybe in preparation for a false narrative about things coming from the sky. I don't know. It's not letting me. Um, I could not type certain things in. They kept disappearing. So I guess I should probably be careful how I'm saying things as well now. Sorry about that, but you guys know enough to be able to read between the lines, I'm sure. Wow. So, thank you. I'm a Sagittarius or an Ophiuchus, if you go by that. Intense dreams, and I have had none for a few days that I can even remember. Isn't that something? Yeah, something else may be falling from the sky. Yeah, that's what. Yes, Psyche. That the project with the beam that's blue. So I will say it out of sequence and hope not to get shut down. I don't know why I cannot say fake the fake ET confrontation, but maybe that is too real. I don't know. Oh, you thought it was November. Wow. Been time traveling yourself, huh? Okay. Hi, Jackson. Uh, I'm in Ohio. Where are you, Jackson? So, yeah, tell us about it. It's a discussion, so we can discuss what we want to discuss. What is in the background? It is a portal in a very trippy looking woods. And yeah, I think there's some shrooms and stuff in there. So, and it's a tapestry that I got from Temu. If you want some cool tapestries, like the tapestries you see behind me, please click my link. It's in the description. Click my Temu link if you're going to download Temu. And it helps me out a little bit. From time to time, I get a little bit of kickback. Not a lot. They don't pay a lot for that, but it is something. Um, so, yeah, the sky is falling, except it's not really the sky that's falling. Um, Tons of UFO and drone sightings, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Everybody, for some reason, thought this was going to be at our capital in the States. Man, what if it's not? What what if they don't go to our capital? What if this stuff over England is part of this whole phenomena? So maybe something is happening or is going to happen and we don't know about it. Oh, you're a Cancer. I my Cancer. Cancer is my moon sign, so I understand the Cancer energy. Yeah, and we played golf on the moon in the '60s. Imagine that. Thank you, Saki. Uh, yeah, I get it before. I mean, I'm all for the smooth, uh, trans transition of our government. However, there may be tariffs next year. We don't know. So get your cheap Chinese stuff right now. But no, Timu has a lot of actually local suppliers too that are from this country, so you can actually buy from local suppliers off Timu. I haven't had any trouble with Timu. People warn me all about Timu, and it's like I really haven't had any trouble with them. And if you don't have, if something comes and it's not right, get in touch with them because um, they will return things. They will make it right. I haven't had any trouble with them that way. I haven't really had, um, you do have to return, but you can return your stuff at any UPS or post office now. So in the early days, it wasn't like that, but these days it's almost like Amazon. And the prices are pretty stellar. And if you are like a reader, like Gypsy and Psyche, the prices on the decks of cards are the cheapest I have ever seen. So I have had the ability to accumulate a few tarot decks that are really, really interesting, and I use them here a lot. So, if you're interested, they have all kinds of magical stuff. I'm going to get when I talk about candle magic, I'm going to, I'm going to grab us some candles, and I might make little packs of candles so that you can have your own little candle magic packet, to do the studies with. But I'm kind of thinking of doing some stuff like that. Um, oh, I know you were, Lewis. Tashika Wilson. Well, we're just talking about the Cliff High prediction. Well, it's about his algorithms prediction. A he wrote an algorithm for his computer, and it spat out that 36 days after, I think I'm right about this, 36 days after Rogan interviewed Trump, there would be a false ET conflict, or there would be a ET conflict, or ET event of some kind. And we're wondering if it's the blue beam thing or not right now, tonight. If they're going to, pull out blue beam, which, hope I'm not in trouble for saying that, because it seems like they block out words, but anyway. Oh, you did? How nice. Yeah, they do have some beautiful This dress that I'm wearing, beautiful patterns on there. They have the epic, they have some really epic clothes on Timu. I love the patterns. I love the dragons. I've plus I I love being able to make customized stuff I've made my own customized shirts and stuff off of there and hats. So um, I've actually I am thinking of doing my merch out of off of Timu. And now it isn't direct. I mean, you can't like just get it printed and sent to people right off of Timu. You have to, I'd have to wait to get it back and then I'd have to ship it back out again. But at least the prices are really not bad at all. I could actually afford to sell something for a moderate price instead of an incredibly jacked up price like, $30, $40. I could afford to sell it a lot cheaper than that. So I'm thinking of going in that direction, but it would have to be, individually, people would have to say, hey, I want this, and then we'll get it out to you. But um, so anyway, let's see what else. That's my little commercial there. Yeah, the decks and the magical stuff. Oh, you'll love that because if you go to the clearance section for that, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to get some decks that are really. The only problem with their decks is most of them don't have the booklet with them. They either have a QR code you can scan to get the that type of booklet, or they don't have a booklet at all, and you have to go into something like Scribed to get the booklet for it. You saw some kind of film in 3D. What film? Oh, a story of Optimus Prime and Megatron. Oh, I've got Prime Video. I'm gonna have to see the Transformers then. Yeah, they've been going heavy on alien stuff. Uh, I don't even know what their song is. I never hear it. If you're listening to TV, I don't hear about it on TV. I just go to my app. I don't even watch TV. Uh, yes. All the world's a lighted stage, and we are merely players, actors and portrayers. Rush. Quoting. Okay. Quoting Shakespeare, of course. You encountered aliens when you were 6. Oh. I did not know what I was encountering back when I encountered that, but I did wake up frequently with nosebleeds and feeling like I got beat up. And my dad, too, would wake up with nosebleeds, and we had the rough ones, I guess. We had the rough trade. Wasn't until later that I figured out what was going on. They weren't the nice ones, though. Oh, never heard it. Guess I'm really lucky. Never heard that. Hmm. Wow. Oh, Mattel really runs the world? That really wouldn't surprise me that much. Um, yeah, and then there's a new Lion King movie. Yeah. Yeah. I, yeah, I get bruises too, and sometimes triangular shape marks. Oh, wow, Lewis. Well, that was exciting. Oh, you know what? I haven't, thank goodness, had any dreams about Freddy Krueger. So, thank goodness. I did see that, of course. Of course, everybody watched that. But when it came out, but oh, thank God I haven't had any dreams about that. And I never want to. But so basically, oh, loose taws a reptilian hybrid. Oh, well, that explains everything, huh? Gee, that explains it all. And actually, I have said it before. I have met people who are not necessarily fully human, uh, or maybe at all human. I don't know. Maybe they're not really at all human. I don't know. But I have seen people do the shape shifting thing. Um, it's not alcohol. Silver water, silver impregnated water. It's put silver drops in it, or it helps you. Maybe you need some of that. Woo, it is antibacterial, antiviral type stuff. Silver, you can get silver, micronized silver, fairly cheap these days. Not horrendously expensive like it used to be. If you need that or want to know about that, I can help you find the cheapest one on. I found mine on Amazon, the cheapest one that's still effective. But yeah, the Sinks. How do you pronounce that? How do you pronunciate it? Oh yeah, the Hat Man. Yeah. Yes, I know about the Hat Man. I'm kind of a hat woman myself. I love to wear hats. I've got a collection of hats. But no, about the Hat Man. Yes, I've heard about the Hat Man. That the entity. Mm. He just pops out of nowhere. Wow. Good for you that you only see him in a dream now and then. And I prefer to see him never. But I have seen the shapeshift people shapeshift, and it's like, how interesting. So, yeah, we're already hybrids. Yeah, we're a mixture. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, Psyche. We are. Some of these ETs are family. Some of the ETs that contact me are family. I know that they are. They said they are. So, and what was his name? I just met another one recently, said he was family. Not all of them are close family. Some of them are rather distant family. I'm undergoing some pain right now. Maybe we need to have a little healing ceremony before the night is over, since we've all got a little healing to do here. But yeah, we're we're all hybrids of a type. I mean, the whole darn race is. Um, Various species have contributed to our genome. Our whole fight or flight system is attributed to that, to the uh, lizard people. Lizard people. Or if you're a hecklefish, it's lizard people. Lizard people. I've been changed. Okay. And then there's the Dracos and the dragons. And the Draco means dragon, but they're not the same. The dragons and the Draco are completely different species. So the dragons that we talk about are not the Draco, and they're not related. And by the way, there are also pterosaurs, supposedly reptilian people living on this planet under the crust of the earth in tunnels. They've been, I guess, they've been there for millennia, keeping to themselves. And supposedly some of them are neutral and some of them are not. We have a lot going on this planet or realm or whatever you want to call it. We have a lot going on here. And really, it seems like the ETs and the actual, some of these are not ETs. Some of these are from inside the Earth. Some of these beings are inside the Earth. Supposedly, they're not really from outside the planet. So, if they're not from outside the realm, that's, I mean, the submersibles, now they're calling them USOs instead of FOs. The submersibles makes it kind of obvious, but I heard about that way back when I first started researching, that a lot of these things were seen going into the sea, and I thought to myself, they got bases under there. It would totally make sense if they had bases under there. And here's a thought too. They found out that when they were trying to test to see if they could create very large creatures, the way you do that is with increased oxygen and pressure, and a higher pressure. Well, pressure is very high under the sea. Things could be a lot bigger. I mean, very deep sea life could be freaking huge. We wouldn't know. I mean, maybe they didn't lose their air pressure. We've had a lot of things happen on the surface here, including we've lost some of our oxygen, and we've lost some of our air pressure. We've lost some of our atmosphere because of some of the cataclysms. So yeah. Of course, that isn't the only reason that we have things that are huge in the past, but that would be one of the reasons. So it could be logical to say, now they say that the people who live, those who talk about it, I'm not saying whether it's true or false or whatever, but those who talk about it say that the people in the earth are taller, way taller than us. They're more like, 7, 8, 9 feet tall. But that would kind of stand to reason if they were still living in a higher air pressure and with more oxygen, with a more natural environment. and not the rather stunting environment we have on the surface here. And really, that's largely due to a lot of the things that have been done up here. Crazy shit that happens up here on the surface, us surface people. To put up with a lot of shit. I mean, let's put it that way, a lot of shit. Okay. So, what are you, have you healed fast from surgery? Like, oh, well, blessed, but, well, good for you, Gypsy. Well, it said andromedans are very healthy. You might be another andromedan. I know I've got some andromedan in my background because I'm extremely strong and I actually heal up from deadly things. I mean, I don't die easy. I'm a diehard. It's kind of hard to kill me. I mean, from uh, brown recluse bites to um, terrible accidents. I've lived through a lot of shit. So, and there was a point, really, even at which I would heal so fast. Some of my injuries would heal so fast it would kind of freak my mom out. So, but then again, I've also had times when I've been very sick and I really think that was due to the being poisoned. I mean, I think I got a lot of questions about that. But yeah, easy to poison, but hard to kill. Like, I'll react to things. I'm sensitive. But I don't die of it. I can get very, very sick, but I don't die of it. What some people would have died of a long time ago. I just don't. So I don't know. It might be Andromedan. Oh, well, that'd be part of it too, if you're a healer. Yeah, yeah. Well, and part of that, Gypsy, up, there we go. Did the shaman life choose you? I've got it uploaded on StreamYard, a picture of me doing the stank. Oh, okay, this is getting weird. The deadly venoms and other deadly stuff, and mine is acting up too. Well, I don't know. I was having trouble even coming in tonight. From my end, I'm seeing, yeah, and it's like every few seconds. Okay, hang on. Start the stream. If for some reason I'm not back up, glad to see you all here though. If I don't see